Hands just line up at the door. Also, for reference when the other poets get up, I'm not too phased, but the thing about performing poetry, it's nice to give the poet a bit of feedback. So if you're enjoying what one of the poets is saying, or feel like, give it a bit of a click, give it a clap, give it a holler. You can swear out loud if you want, you can say whatever you want. If someone says something that upsets you deeply, just be like, triggered! You know, let it be known that you're not happy. You know, something, I don't know, you got hit by a car and someone mentions getting hit by a car, then, you know, let it be voiced. And if you do get offended, you'll be fine later on. Anyway, are you okay? Is it bringing up emotional problems? Okay, that's good. All right, this one is called Saint Valentine. Saint Valentine has been massacred, and the streets are void of love. Asphalt cracks are wet with rain and shimmer from the lamps above. A lonesome youth is walking slowly down the dark street span. There is a day-old kiss upon his lips and glowing smoke inside his hand. The angles are sharp on the factory walls, as are the letters of paint sprayed that line them all. In signs of name and signs of place, captured phantoms of an inner flame, hid by hoods like eyes in woods that would and could and indeed should cover each patch of grey in this black and bleak terrain. Saint Valentine has been massacred, and his blood is in this can. Do with it what you will, do with it what you can, for the blood of love will flood the streets like the arteries of man. Though this man upon this street, he rounds the bend again, into that sacred alley with the flickering lamp, a place where housewives would fear to tread for fear of knives and pipes and needles, for the sinister metal wire and the echoes that speak from nowhere. But for him, this is it. This is where the burning rose bled red and made a bed inside his head that will never be made again. This is where he met the scent that would lead his soul to bend down paths that never end, down streets of skin with his warm and velvet friend. She is in the house down at the end. He can see her through the window in soft and silver silk, a gown that hangs like air upon her young and supple nipples, that shapes like a flag of his home country in a triangle between her thighs. He watches and aches outside in the rain and puts his fingers to his lips, touching the ghost of her kiss, a scar upon his spirit, a gracious gift forever his. At school she cannot know him, he is the grade below him, but inside that silk she shows him what school will never know. Saint Valentine is massacred, but in her room and in her womb a fire glows. His hand is on the window, and she spies him through the mirror. She smiles with her pretty lips, a sign that makes him shiver. She bends to the window and opens to the rain. She lays a hand upon him and softly pulls him in. Not a word they speak as the silk slips from her skin. A feline eye and a rosebud sighs upon the bed they lie. Soft and timid like deer, slow and gentle like a trembling petal, they die into the crush of perfect life. He finds she is made of lotion, slipperier than soap. She finds him like a calling, a rising mount of hope. And in and out of time they slide on the endless, endless slope. Saint Valentine is massacred, but his love forever blooms. Their sweet beads of sweat roll so calmly like the dots of morning dew that sparkle on the lawn, as the final moment dawns upon the two. Mystic in the changing light, they wander through the dying night, through the strange and steel graffiti streets where we thought that love had died. They walk with 2 cigarettes and an ember in their eyes, angelic in immunity, radiant in purity, they wander bound in twine. A thread that weaves together what was once 2 separate lives. A halo hovers over them, ringed by the fading lamps. They wander to the river, heaven's light inside their skin, where she whispers to him something that was only made for him. Their eyes glisten to the city, the country's wounded heart, that still beats for them a ghostly blood that shall never depart. Saint Valentine is massacred, but it takes no more than 2 lovers to illuminate the dark. Thank you.